All right, let's wind it up a tad. Hi everybody, Jim from County Corvette here. I have a 2014 Corvette Coupe. This is a 3LT 7-speed car. Pretty rare car. Not a lot of 7-speeds out there, and not too many 3LTs, and even fewer 3LT 3-pedal 7-speed cars. It's the end of an era. C7's the last shifter car out there, and this is it, man. This is the car you got to buy if you want to shift gears. And this is the most refined Corvette. I drove this thing when we got it in, and wow, it's you know, it's truly an amazing car. Fit and finish, you know, they just nailed it on these C7s. And for you guys that don't want a C8, you don't want a mid-engine car, this is your option. And you know, this car has I don't know, 7,300 miles on it. It's like new. It's got newer Michelins on it. They were less than 2,000 miles. But these Michelins, it goes down the road. I mean, it's smooth as silk. It's just, you know, it's like a new car. This car was 73,000. I'm 74,395 or so, and still looks new. It depreciated a fair amount considering where things have been the past few years. And actually, they picked up a little bit over the past year and a half. So it's still in a great price range. It's like a new car, and Arctic white, black interior. You know, just all the options you could want. And you know, I think the calipers. You know, it's got the painted calipers, magnetic ride. So it's just got everything that you would want. You know, in a C7. The car is also a Z51. You know, just there's just too many things on this car to overlook this one if you're in the market for any Corvette. If you're in the market for even for a C6, come look at this car, because it's that much better than a C6, and just not much else to pitch on these things. If you've driven them, you know. If you haven't, you should, because it's truly the best front-engine Corvette ever made, and they're just exceptional drivers. Great looking car. And that all said, I want to take you for a ride in it and show you what it feels like. And plus, I just want to drive it again. Okay, we're fired up here. We're starting to get warmed up. I just love all the adjustment in these cars. I feel so snug in here, and everything is so nicely adjustable. You can just, whether you're, you know, 5 foot or 6'4". Now I'll say 6'4" with a caveat, because some people are all legs and some people are all torso. So it really depends on which one of those 6'4" you are. But either way, you can really get comfortable in this car, because it's just got so many adjustments. You know, for the RestoMods, we're using the C7 seats and reupholstering them. They're the best seats out there. We'll lower them a little bit to get them into different model cars, take the tracks apart, etc. But as far as comfort and quality of a seat, these C7 seats are second to none. So anyway, so this car has no paintwork on it, no damage. It does have Expel on the bumper cover and front of the hood. So those are nice things. But it is a really beautifully kept, you know, always used as a second car Corvette. These are the Corvettes you want to buy. You know, you're always going to pay a little bit more for one, but when you buy a Corvette that was a hobby car and a second car that sat in somebody's garage while they had a regular driver, what does that mean? Well, it means it wasn't used in bad weather, and typically, you know, it was an enthusiast's car. It's not just a car. You know, when somebody uses a Corvette as a driver, it's just a car. When somebody has one tucked in the garage and they drive it on, you know, perfect days, it's it's something special to them, and that's what this car was. There's no discernible wear and tear on anything. There's no marks on the wheels, you know, no ring marks or anything. This is really a well-kept car. It was one owner up until about maybe a year and a half ago, and then we got it from the second owner. He didn't put much mileage on it at all. Maybe two. When he bought it, he put the Michelins on it. So that was so it was a 5,000 mile one owner car up until about a year and a half ago. So you know, both owners used it solely as a weekend special event car, that type of thing. So not much to talk about. If you're looking at options, 3LT it just has everything. And again, this one has mag ride. It has you know, all of the the power seats, obviously, the telescopic power telescopic wheel and all that. Head-up display. It's got everything. So that's the one. That's what you want to buy, because you're really not paying for the options. All right, let's wind it up a tad. Okay, it does everything it's supposed to do. Right up the red line, 6,500 RPM. Rev limiter stops it dead right there, and it's perfect. Now, I ran this thing down this highway just to go through all the gears, check all the gears, because it is a 7-speed, and you know, I don't go too fast, but I got into the 7th gear, and everything works so beautifully, and it's just such a easy car to drive. I really like C7s, ZR1s. I mean, that's just as good as it gets. But you know, if you don't have 300 grand, you know, this car looks a lot like it. You know, it's yeah, a few hundred horsepower less, a little less wide, and no wing, but it is still a 3-pedal front engine C7. Last of an era, guys. So that's the one to look for. I am curious, from a personal taste viewpoint. I'd like some feedback on, you know, what you guys prefer driving, a shifter car in a C7 or an automatic. I mean, there's a lot of pros and cons to both, but you just don't get, you know, the visceral sensations associated with a manual transmission. You're really connected to the car when you're manually shifting, and you know, it's a new era. Most guys, you know, young guys, hell, a lot of them can't even drive a manual, which is disgraceful. But that's we see that, and it is what it is.